What's up YouTube, Glorious Nova here. Welcome to another shoe unboxing and on-feet review. Today I'll be doing on the Maniére Air Max 95 Hand Wash Cold, and these released the same time as the For the Love Air Jordan 3 on the Maniére site, also the Social Status site, which is their sister company. And so, like, if you guys watched my other video for the Air Jordan 3s, I won it on Social Status, but for the Air Max 95s, I won it on the Maniére site. And so let's get down to it. All right, guys, so let's get down to it. Here's the box. So if you guys watch my other video for the For the Love AJ3s, it's the same box. It's pretty cool. So again, you have this type of box, which is kind of like a, a flip, open the flip box kind of thing. So here's the shipping label. And again, you have the, backwards. The tamper evident tape. So like I said, if it was tampered with, then it means someone opened it. But earlier, like other video, I already cut it with the scissor. So let's open it up. So there's the adhesive there. And just like the other box for the AJ3s, right there it says amamaniere.com. And then when you open it up this way, same thing. It has that big Maniére monogram symbol right there, and on each flap, Maniére right there. And this is the box right here. So let's take it out. Oh, and it comes with the the packing slip, I mean. And so my initial thoughts, this is a cool box. Supposedly it's 3M if you put a flashlight through it, the gray parts. And so it's pretty cool. I think it has a kind of rough material here, and then this is kind of like a matte finish in like a pink purple, with the copyright symbol right there. Nike swoosh. And then if you look closely, you can see all the right there, all the A monograms for the Maniére. I don't know if you can see the light. Oh, there it is. See, you guys can see all the A's right there. It's pretty cool. So supposedly this whole box is 3M. All right, so this is the top of the box, or the front. This is the back of the box. You have your Nike logo and Nike swoosh in kind of a pink purplish color. Same thing here. Nike with a swoosh and Nike with a swoosh. And then in the front, you have the size label, 8.5, which is my size, and it says here Air Max 95 SP, and the official colorway is black and violet ore. And I think there's a little sticker here, it says US, so I guess this is the US version, whatever. And on the bottom of it, you have all these trademark symbols for Nike, the Nike Air Max symbols. And so let's open it up. Put the box here. And so for the AJ3s, they were folded this way, but I guess it's folded this way. So it opens up like this, and then you have your standard Maniére monogram paper, all the A's all over. And then you have your regular paper here. And so here it is. The moment you guys have been waiting for, that I've been waiting for. Boom, there you go. And so let's put this down for a bit. So this is the right shoe, and this is the lateral side of the shoe. So my initial thoughts, this is pretty clean. Like, I thought this was really gonna be dark, but I don't think you guys can see it through the camera, but it's kind of like a light, like charcoal kind of colorway. Because in some pictures, in the official photos, it's like black or dark black, but it's kind of like a grayish color. And so right here, you have the pink stitched Nike look, a Nike symbol here, like Nike swoosh. And so this is supposed to be the composite foam midsole right there. And they said this is on the A Ma Maniére site, they said this is the aged composite foam, but I don't think it's aged. I think it's just in a kind of like a light gray color. And then you have your exposed air units here on the heel and on the forefoot. And then you have your smooth premium suede right here. So the great part here is this premium suede overlay, and it's kind of perforated, so for breathability. And stacked on top of that, I think they're calling it the premium suede because this is a much smoother texture. This one's kind of rough, but this is the smooth. So this is the fine suede material here, stitched on. So it's kind of like in a dark gray color, or kind of like a ash colorway. So this part here is the premium suede, which is a more rough material, and then this is the fine suede in the gray color, or darker gray. And then you have your kind of green olive color here, which is also in fine suede material. It goes all throughout the heel and to the toe box. And then on the bottom of those is the smooth leather upper. So smooth leather upper right there. And below that, it's the tumbled leather in black. So if you guys can see, it's tumbled, and then this is the smooth leather. And again, this is the composite foam midsole, and like another dark gray colorway. So it's a lot of grays on this shoe. So this is the top of the shoe. So they said this part here is 3M. So this part of the tongue here is 3M. And then also on the heel counter, 3M. So let's take a look at the top of the shoe. You have your front lacing system right there. And also on the shoelace eyelet panels, it's the smooth leather. So you have smooth leather here. You have the premium suede, the fine suede, and then the smooth leather, and then the tumbled leather here. So it's pretty cool layers. I wouldn't want to get this wet in the rain, maybe in the summertime or whatever. And so this is also leather here, smooth leather, a little tumbled because I can see the little tumbled there. You guys can see on the toe box. And it goes, on the lateral side of the shoe, you have your precision etched laser A Ma Maniére logo there, or in writing. So they did the laser etch there. It's pretty cool. It's the first time I think they did laser etched on any shoe in all their collaborations. So A Ma Maniére right there. And then the medial side, same thing. You have the premium suede in gray, light gray, the fine suede in like this darker gray, kind of bluish gray, and then you have your olive green fine suede again, and then the smooth leather here, and then below that, that's the tumbled leather. And also on the medial side, you have the hand wash symbols here. So this is the hand wash symbol, also laser etched. And so the stitching is pretty top notch. I don't see any like loose threads or even exposed glue or anything like that. And so they kind of use this stitching right here. It's like a zigzag type of stitching. And if you guys know about, you know, like sewing and stuff, this zigzag stitching is for used for stretchable material. So the suede material is stretchable, so that's what they used it for durability, so that, you know, it won't fall apart. So they use the zigzag stitching, which you guys didn't know, and I just learned about it yesterday. I was researching, so that's pretty cool. And so this is your lateral side with your pink stitch swooshed here, and then your exposed air units on the heel, forefoot, sorry. On the medial side, same thing. You have your laser etched hand wash symbol there. And forgot, yeah, the ama Maniére etched right there. And on the back part, it's the smooth leather too, but it's also in a 3M accent. So you have, I think, embossed there, or the Nike logo with the Nike swoosh air, and then the ama Maniére monogram logo. And this is a pretty good shoe. The stitching is really top notch, like I said. And so this is the back of the shoe. So you can see the exposed air unit here on the heel. And then on the bottom of the shoe, you have your standard Air Max 95 outsole in black. And the it's like a shank plate, I think, that exposes the air units. And it's in a Nike logo and Nike swoosh, Nike Air in black. And then like a taupe or tape or whatever, taupe, mauve ama Maniére symbols there all over. And this is pretty cool. I like this shoe. And so the tongue is also smooth leather. And then you have also the stitching here, stitching patch, ama Maniére in like this purple grayish color right in the middle. And I think the material is kind of like nylon, yeah, nylon. So there's that symbol right there, the ama Maniére logo stitched on there on the middle. And then, so these have extra laces, and I think I'll switch it with the black lace, because right here, if you guys can see, I'll take it out of the Ziploc. So right there, and then you have hits of like a light blue pattern there, and then all black. The tips don't have anything because it's just regular shoelace tips there. Usually they have something to say on there, like the ama Maniére logo, or like work harder on the other collabs. So that's pretty cool. I think I'll swap that out later. And I'll put this back in the Ziploc bag. There you go. And then your Nike sign and Nike swoosh. Put that away. And take out the shoe tree, which is your tissue paper. Right? And so here it is on the 8.5 sticker. And then let me take out the insole. And so this is the insole. And it's kind of like an ama Maniére monogram pattern. And it's kind of rough. You can actually feel it right there. So men's size 8.5. This is the bottom of the insole. Pretty cool. And you guys guessed it, on the bottom it says, "While you were sleeping." And if you guys watch my other video, the AJ3 for the love. I think they also had that as I didn't mention it in that video, but it says here, while you were sleeping, there you go. And then the back of the tongue, it's like in this rough material, nylon. And then you have, you know, the label there, and then you guys can see all the Maniére monogram logos. It's also kind of rough. I think this was in the AJ3, the black version, so this is the same material as that. It's kind of rough. And then your sock liner, it's like in this smooth, like leathery gray color. So this is the sock liner here. Pretty overall good shoe. So I have in my hand the right shoe. Let me take out, sorry guys, let me take out the left shoe. I can put the insole back, sorry. Technical difficulties. It's kind of snug in there. Oh. Maybe I should have not taken it out. Sorry guys. It's gonna be a minute here. Finally. All right. Sorry, that took a while. So let's put this back, and then let's take out the left shoe. Pretty much the same. You have your smooth leather on the shoelace eyelets, your premium suede perforated for breathability in light gray, and then your fine suede in this dark gray bluish color, and then your green olive fine suede material there, and on the bottom of that is the smooth leather. You guys can see the smooth leather, and below that, that's the tumble leather in black. And then you have your composite foam midsole in this kind of like darker light colorway, a light gray colorway, with your exposed air units on the heel and then the forefoot right there. And then you have your Maniére laser etched there. You guys can see. And then your pink stitched swoosh. So, and then the tongue here is smooth leather with a hit of 3M there on top of the shoelace front lacing system. And then on the toe box, it's like in the also tumbled leather, the toe box right there. And then on the back of the shoe, you have the heel counter there with the Maniére monogram logo embossed, Nike swoosh, Nike Air. And yeah, I think, like I said, this is also 3M. So it's 3M here and then 3M over here. And there's also the exposed air unit on the heel. And I think inside, it's kind of like a mauve or taupe color, like a dark purplish in there. Yeah, I could see it. It's there. And then your outsole and black rubber outsole, and your standard Air Max 95 outsole design, and your exposed air units here, and then the Maniére monogram logos all over, the Nike Air logo right there, swoosh and air. And then, oh, also, it's pretty cool, an extra set of laces, Nike swoosh, Nike Air. And then let's take this out. Wow, this is a different material, different, it's not actually like, it's more of like a leathery shoelace, if you guys can see. It's a lot thinner. And this kind of like a mauve or taupe color. There you guys go. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I dropped one. So yeah, that's pretty cool because it's it has 2 sets of laces. In the For the Love AJ3s, it only came with the extra shoelace, and it was not even that much of a difference because they said it was a cream colorway, but I didn't see any difference. But I'm glad these have 2 sets of shoelaces, different material too. But I think I'll swap it with the black one from earlier. So let me put this back. All right. Put this down here. So we'll also take out the paper shoe tree here. And then you also have that 8.5 sticker there. And then all the Maniére logos are there. And it's the same material as the other insole. It's kind of rough. And then same thing here, like the AJ3, the black version. It's in this nylon material. It's kind of rough. It has all the Maniére monogram logos all over. There, sorry guys. You guys can see it. There you guys go. So you guys can see it in the light. And then same thing. I don't want to take it out, but it says, "While you were sleeping too," right there. You guys can see it. I don't want to take it out like last time because I had a hard time putting it back. And this is also a 1-to-1 fit. I heard, so it's true to size. So it's size 8.5 for me. Right there with the sticker. And so let's take out the other shoe, or both shoes, right there. I really like this. The stitching is very nice, very immaculate. And like I said, the zigzag stitching for materials being used for that are stretchable. So of course the fine suede. So that was a nice touch. And Maniére collabs are always top notch, I think. And this is probably one of their best shoes ever made. Material wise and then quality wise. Yeah. I think this is going to be one of the shoe of the year for me. One of the candidates. So alright guys, thank you for that unboxing. We'll move on to the on-feet review in just a few seconds. Alright guys, so this is the on-feet portion of the video. So I'm wearing like a gray sweatpants kind of to match the shoe. So this is the front of the shoe. Right there with your tumbled leather toe box. And this is a nice looking shoe. Feels premium. I can feel the all those A monogram logos on my feet. Pretty comfortable. So this is the lateral side of the shoe. There. Lateral side with your exposed units, hair units on the heel and the forefoot. This is the medial side of the left shoe. You guys go. And then medial side of the right shoe. Lateral side of the right shoe. So front of the shoe, lateral side, medial side on the right, medial side on the left, and then the back or the heel of the shoe there with your exposed air unit on the bottom of the heel counter. Pretty cool shoe. Oh my goodness, this is so dope. And then let's see, here's the medial or the lateral side again, and then back to the, so this is the bottom of the shoe. Like I said in earlier in the video, it's a 1-to-1 fit. It's true to size, so if you guys want the true to size, just a nice fit, get your true to size. And if you guys want to go a half size up, then you guys can do that too, whatever you guys want. But for me, I'll just get my regular size. And it feels very comfortable. Cushioning is good from the air units. Hopefully they last long, because personally, this is actually my first pair of Air Max 95s, so I'm very happy with it. Very happy purchase, especially it's a AMA collab, so my first Air Max and it's an AMA collab, which is I think significant in my eyes. So there you guys go, the front of the shoe. Medial side of the left. Medial side of the right. Then lateral side of the right shoe, lateral side of the left shoe, and then the back of the shoe. There you guys go, side. Then the bottom of the shoe. Man, I love these. Oh my gosh, these are cool. My first pair of Air Max 95s. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. And God bless. Thank you.